Oh, something is wrong, but I'm not sure what. All right, welcome into the live, everyone. This is your host Trev from Trevessence, and today we're going to do a little Friday get together. Yeah, and you know that since last week we tried doing this thing where we get on here and sort of try to find people to whom we are really missing pieces in our family. Well, I have a little bit of a before my father's father. I don't know my father's father. I don't think my dad knew his dad either. I don't think so. As he is, I don't know, but everybody would be able to tell me is probably on the other side of on the other side already. So oh well. So if you are one of us, come on see if I can be lucky. I've seen people be lucky with finding people who are related to them by some weird chance because they just advertise something on the internet and some way somehow somebody somewhere got in touch with them and say, guess what? I know the people to whom you are related. I know you're related to this person and that person and the other person. So some people have been lucky. Can this be? I would hope that my luck, but knowing that except for the L in my name, I don't have anything called luck. That's the closest I get to luck is the L in my name. That's the closest. But maybe I could be lucky. Y'all don't bother to say nothing about my little bunny thing here. Don't say nothing. Just keep your mouths closed. Keep your fingers to yourselves. Don't say a word about my little hair bath thing, whatever it's called, that I put on my head here. I didn't even realize that I set the live for 2:15, not realizing that it was really 1:15. I didn't realize it. But anyway, I said it and I am here. I'm going to be here for the next, say, hour or two, maybe. Okay, because you all know I got to do the do tonight. I got to go go to the place where I pay my bills. So, so come on into the live, my friends. Come on into the live. Let us chat. Um, I don't know if you have your family, if you know them from both sides, from all four sides. Lucky you. But I'm coming here. We're gonna be calling this Ancestry.com. And you see I played around with the words there a little bit. Sort of putting around with them a little bit because you know, there are so many people. Joe, what's up? See there, Joe same love the look. See there? How you doing, Joe? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I like it too. I put this on my head and I just thought, you know what? I'm going on the live and I'm not taking it off. I'm just gonna go on the live with it anyway. You can't stress yourself about the events of life because one sweet day you're gonna be gone on the other side and leave all of this that you're stressing about. You're gonna leave it behind. So there's no point in stressing yourself about it. Thank you so much for coming in. If you have not yet, hit that subscribe button. Now is a good time to do so. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Come on, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, Mhm. When? All right. Mika, how are you doing? Yes, there are lots of us in not just from Jamaica. Because I'm Jamaican, I use Jamaica as my reference. So please, people, don't come for me and say not just in Jamaica. Well, okay. So in Jamaica, there are many of us, many of us who are not connected with, especially our father's side of family. There are lots of us. We are either jacket, waistcoat, shirt, underwear, something. Yeah, many of us. And because of that, a piece of us seem to be missing. Some people want to move on with life and not even talk about it, not try to, you know, find the people to whom they are related, while others of us, okay, so a lot of us don't even care about finding the next half of our DNA, while some of us do care and we would like to find people, not because we don't want anything from them, and we don't want to like establish any long like relationship and want to be all up with them and them all up in you. We're not doing that. But what we do want to do, what we would like to do, is at least be able to identify the people to whom we are related. And I don't think that is too bad of a thing, because I think every human, you need to know the people who you are related to. I'm here under the weather. It's raining. Oh, it's raining for you, Joe. It's been raining for me all night, but they said, oh, the hurricane was gonna come this side, but I don't see the hurricane. I don't see anything except the little rain last night, and it's still cloudy out, but the rain isn't falling. It just looks like it, and the ground is still wet. You hear them all get nosy now and ask mommy I eat. I know you all are probably gonna ask me, try what you eat. When I finish eating, that was some planting. Turn planting. You know what I mean when I say the planting is turn? It means that it is almost ripe and almost green. So it is halfway in between. Yeah. So that's what I was eating. I boiled it and put butter on it. So good. So good. Getting rain from last night also. Oh, y'all getting rain too. Oh, well, the rain is good. It's good for the crops. I'm not I'm not getting any, but I can't plant anything at this time of the year anyway, because um it's coming on to winter. It's coming on to, it's gonna soon start snowing and be so cold that you need a jacket, you need a coat, you need probably need boots. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty soon. Oh my god. There's something in my hand. Y'all remember the other day when I cut up that not aloe vera, that not what they call it, syncobab, not syncobab, tuna, that cactus. When I cut up that cactus, a piece of it, that was since last week Sunday, right? Since Sunday, it's stuck up in my hand and I can't get it out. But every time I rub against it, I feel it. I feel it stick me. But anyway, let us continue. Let us continue, guys. Come on into the live, everybody. If you are a content creator, drop your link. Drop your link. Let the others connect with you. If you are, oh, that's a good. Oh my gosh. Joseph say yes, but me have a butter food soup to go with it. Ooh. Joseph, me coming. Me coming. I am coming because I would do well with some of that chicken food soup right now. Especially like how the weather is as it is. Especially like how the weather is as it is. I could do well with some of that chicken food soup. Believe me. Believe me. I could. But anyway, let us continue. Last week when I was on the live, I got some insights into where I'm from, like who I'm connected to, like on my father's side. I know that down there in St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, somewhere down that end, as far as I was told, that's somewhere down there that my father's father is from. And I've done a lot of searching, and I find that a lot of people down that side do share my last name, and that my grandfather was supposedly a transplant from down that side. He came up to Trelawney to work on the sugar plantation. That's where he met my grandma. That's where he got my dad, and the my dad never got any relations with him or his family. My dad died at 35, and I think his dad was dead by the time. So here I am. Here I am on the internet. Thank God for the internet. Here I am on the internet, hoping and praying that somebody, anybody from somewhere, from anywhere, might be able to see a picture of my dad and say, "Oh, oh, I know him," or "That's my brother," or "That's my somebody. I know that guy." Let me show you all a picture again of my daddy. Alrighty. All right, there is a photograph of my daddy right there. And that picture was taken in 1970 something. In 1970 something, that picture was taken, I believe, because I see his arms are all matured. So that means it, and right there, he doesn't look like a 22-year-old man. He looks like he's about 30 maybe, but they always make wear those bush jackets. And I'm jacket and in blue pants though. Well hot and fine. Well hot and fine. Yeah, so this is the man that is my dad. And I'm trying to find the man's family who has these features. You see the features of my dad? Yes. My dad's dad, according to my grandma, my dad's dad was Oriental. Yes, with their eyes and their head and everything here, all Oriental. And then my dad has the Oriental look of his dad. Because it's not from my grandma. My grandma is pure maroon. if you know what the maroons look like. My grandpa is my dad. My grandma is a maroon. Mika, Mika, yes, the man in that bush jacket. Yes, the man in that bush jacket. Mika, you go and leave my father alone, you know. You go and leave my father alone. You're not gonna laugh off time, you know. Oh my god. Yeah, so it looked like in this photograph, he looks like he's probably about 30. Yeah, or in his 20s. I think he was in his 20s, but he was always a guy who was always, dressed up, always well together. He wore his nice clothes, and he looked really nice, and the girls loved him. The girls loved him, and he loved them. So he would go on, go on, go on, and have children, children, children all over the place. I guess he was carrying out the wishes of his father, because I think his father probably was doing the same, because he was apparently an outside child from his father's family. And according to what I've heard, he has other outside siblings, other siblings that his dad had outside of the kids he had with his wife. And so here I am, guys. Here I am trying to see if I can be so lucky as to find somebody who is related to him. So, guys, when you look at this picture, chances are the younger people may not know, but it's going to be like people in their late 60s, 70s, 80s who might be able to remember this man and know whether or not they were related to him, or they know anybody who is related to him. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I am just here trying to figure it out. Right, Winsome? How you doing, Winsome? Happy Friday to you. Winsome, today is a holiday up here, you know. All day of today is a holiday because it's a Veterans Day. Veterans, Veterans Day. Yes, Winsome, that is my dad. That's my dad right there. Yes, I'm trying to see if there's anybody out there who remember him, knew his daddy, knew who he was related to, something like that. Because I know his side of the family that looks like him. I do not know this side of the family. I told you all before that my grandmama is a maroon, and I know my grandmother, and I know my grandmother's family. I know where to I know where to go if I need to go find my grandmother's family. If I need to go find my mom's family, my mom's dad's family, I know where to go. I don't know where to go to find the people who look like this man, the Oriental people. I have absolutely no clue. I did my DNA test, that whatever DNA test that it is, but all the people that I have found, I found people related to me through my mom, and there are people they say I'm related to through my dad, and most of those people are from St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, down that end. They originated from, but nobody has that critical link yet that says, yes, your dad. I knew your dad. Your dad was my brother, was my uncle, was my cousin, was my nobody. Nobody can take me there. Winsome Sam look like you. It look like me, Winsome. Oh, Sister Monica, how you doing? How you doing, Sister Monica? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you doing, Sister Monica? Oh my gosh. Hold on, hold on, people. Let me answer the phone. Okay, guys. So here I am. AG, what's up? Sister Monica, how you doing? How you doing, Sir Trev? Like how me have two dad. I must look for the other side. Wait, so wait a minute. No, you one lucky son now. When you one get two, now that's why some people not get none. Why you alone get two? That's not even right. But I mean, to each his own. To each his own. If you not feel like say you want to find, you want to find who you're related to, well, it's up to you. Me, I feel like I want to find the people to whom I'm related by my daddy's side because I do not know nobody by my father's side. The only person I know from my father's side is my father. And my father been dead. The 8th of November just passed. My father's been dead for 42 years. 42. So there is nobody to give me a good direction. Before my grandmother passed away 4 years ago, several years before that, I was trying to get my grandmother. My grandmother never had any information. She didn't know anything. She didn't know. She didn't know. She didn't know. So because she didn't know which direction to send me, I didn't know which direction to go. Yeah. So I don't know anybody who is related to him. And I wish I did. I wish I did. And that is why I'm here because I'm hoping that somebody here ask your mother because the young people here may not have a clue. But ask on mother, on father, on auntie and granny and grandaunt and them, and ask them, you know, from Saint Anne, from Trelawney, if they me ever know the man here. And and if they knew his daddy, they can direct me to that part of me. Because that part of me, well, that long go on Facebook, maybe you'll find someone. Girl, I try on Facebook too, and I don't find nobody. I'm gonna put up a more recent post on it though, and see if I am lucky enough to find somebody. I'm gonna put back up on my page over there on Facebook and see if I'm lucky enough to find somebody. The last time I put it up, I got people who knew him from the JCF. I got people who knew him from the JCF who reached out to say yes, they remember him. You're like, oh, I'm retired now, but I remember that face from many, many years ago. Yeah, that much I've gotten, but that's no help for me because the people who we knew at the JCF, they are not my family. So it's not, yeah, that didn't help me much. I want somebody who is related to him, somebody who related to him by my father's side, not by his mother's side. I know his mother's side and everybody who is related to her. I know them. Just this side of the family. I don't know. Yes, Sister Monica, I'm gonna put it back up over there. I put it over there some months ago, but I'm gonna put it back over there and see how lucky I get because the right person just needs to be to fall on the right person's eyes. You know, Joseph said, "I'm glad me know both sides of my family, even Even though them hate me, none of them no like none of my father and mother children them. Oh Lord. Another set. Yeah? Another trip. You have to come and go in district and ask the older people them. You me not wish if me did have one district to go, me that got a district already with so. Me not have no district for go. You understand? I am from down there in CLM, still Runaway area. That's where I am from. That's where my daddy was from. Because my grandmother, I told you, my grandmother had my dad when my grandmother was very young. My grandmother got pregnant with my dad in Clarkstone, Trelawney, where the sugar factory is. That's where my dad's dad was working. That's where he was working when he got my dad with my grandma. But he was not from there. He was from somewhere in St. Elizabeth, somewhere in Westmoreland. I do not know for sure. My grandmother never knew before she died, and she sure as hell don't know now. If I go to where my grandmother is from, if I go to where my grandmother is from up there in Madras and Gibraltar, that area, surely people know my grandmother, and surely people will know my dad. Hold on. Okay. So, so you see what my dilemma is doing. Some I don't have any older people to go ask because the older people I know from the places where my dad, yeah, everybody know my dad, but nobody know his dad. So watch me there in the world and look for find generations. I'm just trying to find people related to him. People, if you know out there and y'all see this, me ain't looking for nothing. I am just trying to see if I could be so lucky as to find somebody related to that man here. Wanna see him? Hold on, let me pull up another. I have another picture of with my grandma. I think my grandma is on one of these pictures. Uh, all right, see one picture here. See my two daughters out of control. Right, this one. See this is my grandmother, and this when my grandmother was in her 80s, maybe. This was taken long before my grandma passed away. But this is my grandmother right here. That's my daddy. That's that same picture of my daddy. And my grandmother, she saw 5 generations. She saw one, two, three, four. Yeah, she had children, grandchildren, great grandchildren, great great grandchildren before she passed away. Uh, hold on, let me see something. Yeah, see me daddy there. So I'm gonna say so. All right, let me see what else is going on right here. So one voice. One voice is in the place. One voice is in the place. One voice, what's up? What you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Anybody else here is looking for their family? If you are here and you are looking for your family, yeah, you are welcome to come up and tell us the details. Let me see if we can. Let me see if anybody in the chat, if anybody in the chat would probably know which family you're looking for, know them from somewhere. I don't. You are welcome, one voice. You are welcome. Mi casa es su casa, mi amor. So you can come in my house anytime. My house is your house. You got a key, so you can come in. You can come in at any time, my dear. All right. Mika said, let me see what Mika said. All right. One person said, okay, that's nice. Mika, keep it up. Okay. Okay. So welcome into the live, guys. For those of you who are just coming into the live, yeah, this is Trev from Trevessence. And today is Friday. Today we are doing this ancestry.com, ancestry link up. Those of us who can't find one side of our family. Some of us are jackets, some of us are waistcoats, some of us are some of us are even shoesless. But anyway, if you would like to find your family on whichever side of your family, you can come on up if you don't mind. Um, okay. Yeah, you can come on up. You're invited to come on up and give us the info, and let's see if we can help you. Because chances are we can help you. And when some say I don't want to find no family, cause some of them must stress me. Our friend go find our family, and them go. She want them to stress her out. Trust and believe me when some she want them to stress her out. Cause me not finding nobody to bring home. I don't want nobody to bring home, and I ain't going to nobody's house. We ain't doing all of that. We ain't doing all of that, and we are not getting ourselves involved in no toxicity. We're not into that. I don't want to know you because I want to know where you've been, what you've been through, your trials, your crosses, your all of that. I don't want all of that. Okay? I just want to know, at least know where I come from, where my father, where my father family, where my father family are. That's all. I don't deal. I don't think it's a big deal. So I'm going to be doing this. Um, I'm not gonna promise I say I'm gonna do it every Friday because you all know how it goes whenever I promise something and something else comes up. So I'm not gonna say I'll do it every Friday, but I will try to do it on a Friday, change up some a little bit so that others of you can participate in it, and let us see if we can be lucky enough to find somebody. And I would prefer to find somebody who would be willing to do the DNA test to confirm that them and I share some DNA. Yeah, that's just it for me. So let me look at the chat some more and see what I have going on there in the people. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, may I leave up my daddy on the screen? I'm leaving him up there so that you all can see the man that I'm talking about. That I cannot locate the people that are related to him. Hold on, let me need to just share my screen. I want me to do this now. Present. Okay. Can I also then share? Window. Which window am I share now? Hold on, the people, cause what you saw? No, see this. Trev, indeed, our brothers and sisters. Yes, that is the thing with some. My dad had brothers and sisters by his father's side. I know his brothers and sisters. Yeah, his brothers. Oh, okay. by his mother's side, but I don't know anybody by his father's side. Oh my God, look, let me just start my live. All right, people, hold on, let me stop. Wait, let me put in the music on this. Now put in some music. I run, go do this delivery. And then come back. All right, guys. I'm going to go and ask my granny and all those people until me come back. All right, go ask your granny. This is an opportunity to go ask your grandmother so I can download the picture of this guy and let me know. Give me 5 minutes, guys. Jesus, give me 5 minutes if y'all don't mind. Let me run and come right back. Oh my word. Welcome back. Okay, here I am. Okay, dokie, guys. I am back. Let's go on top things that we know, that we are trying to find out. Me, when some say, what am I dad is from? When some say, what am my dad is from St. Anne, so maybe it's my family. Who knows? Who knows? That's what I'm trying to figure it out. It's me, Lori, is in the place. It's me, Lori. Lori, how you doing? Good to see you. Just good to see you, my dear. Hope you're having a fabulous Friday. Today is Veterans Day here in the States, so a lot of places are closed. A lot of places are closed. Miss Monica, so we need to find it. We know where him there, Miss Monica. We know where he is. We know where he's at. He's right up there at St. Anne's Bay Cemetery. So he's all right. We know where to find him. What we don't know is where to find his daddy. Who is anybody related to his daddy? Because his daddy is dead. Miss Monica said, where is he from? It is fair to say from Salem. That would be fair to say. But he has been, my dad has been dead. I don't think even 20% of the people still alive in my community right now remembers my daddy. As the people who would remember him are very old. They would be in their 60s, 70s, 80s. They would be. Because he's been gone for 42 years. So, so that is why we don't know where to find him, because he's been gone, and he would have been the only link between us and his father's side of family. His father's side of family is what we're looking for, because his mother is from Madras. If you all know Madras, up there behind Brownstone, up there, so that's where his mom is from. And his mom, that's my grandmother, came down to live in Salem since 1950, somewhere around there, 1960, maybe 1960. Since my grandmother been living down there. So, but her little Spoogie, who got her pregnant when she was a teenager, it wasn't no little Spoogie, because he was a big man. If I should go by what my grandmama told me, she said he was grown, because he was working, and he came to work at the sugar plantation down there in Trelawney. He came from Westmoreland or St. Elizabeth, one of the two. That's where he came from. And he came to work at that place, and that's where my grandmama met him and had my daddy for him. My daddy has never met him. I believe that he died before my dad was old enough to meet him, or I'm not so sure. The story is so messed up. I don't know, because I don't know if my daddy knew him. The last time I asked my uncle, well, my uncle seemed like he made a go. Because the last time I asked him whether or not my dad knew his dad, and he did, he thought that when when my grandmother had taken my dad to go see his dad wherever he was at, when my dad was like 10 years old, they told my grandmama that my dad's dad had died and buried some days before, so they never got to see him. But you can clearly see, when she said the man was a Chinese man, you can see there's no doubt about that. You know, I would have be unless I wrong finish she get a whether an hospital she have in my yard. So so be dead sure say the wrong finish she get. You know. So that's just where we're at, guys. That's where we're at. So if you out there, if you are from St. Anne, you know, the North Coast, down the Salem area, Runaway Bay, down that area. If you are from Arnie, if you're from somewhere in Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, if you know of anybody, you see my last name there in the title. You see my last name there. I am a salmon. I am a salmon. So if by any chance that you should come across somebody who share my last name, who is from Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, somewhere there, who shares the history, who knows of somebody who had gone to Trelawney to work on the sugar plantation, who had a kid up there, if there's any part of that story that resonates with you at whatever level, you know, you can always reach out to me. You can always reach out to me. My phone number is always here. Let me put my phone number up right there. So you can always reach out to me and let me know what you know, so we can follow up with it and find out if I would be so lucky as to find somebody related to my dad by his dad's side. I already know his mom's people. I know his mom's people. And those I don't know, I know where to find them. It's just his father's people that I don't know. The ones that look like him. The ones that have oriental features. Those are the people that I have no clue about. And that story is not just for me. Lots of people share that story. So I'm also using this platform to invite people to come on in, come on up. If you do not know one side of your family and you wish to come into the chat to share that information with us in hopes that we might be able to help you find that missing link, you are welcome to do so. You are welcome to do so when we come on the lives on a Friday. On a Friday, hopefully, we will be able to. That is the plan. All right, so let me hop it off right there. And there we go. Hold on, somebody said something in the chat. I missed it. Okay, I got it. Him from down. Is this too loud? This is probably too loud. Okay. You're not gonna tell me that it was too loud just now, because it was. It looks like it was indeed too loud. Well, let me remove this, guys. Or should I not? Hold on, the people. Hold on. And for those of you, if you need a backstory on my dad was a policeman. Yeah, he grew up to be a policeman, and then he decided, that he grew up. Then he decided he went to be a police officer. He went into the force. He worked out of Armand Barracks in Kingston, somewhere, and that's where he was stationed when he was killed on the night of November 8th. Wait, it was the night of what they say the 7th, but in the early hour morning, of November 8th, 1980, he was shot and killed in the line of duty. All right. I think he was born in Gibraltar. I believe he was born up there in Madras. Wherever my grandmother was, that's where he was born. So I believe it was in Madras, Gibraltar, somewhere up there. My daddy was born. His daddy, on the other hand, he's the mystery man. They told me that his name, my grandmama said his name was Frank. So we're putting the pieces together here. My grandmother said my grandfather's name was Frank. 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 She said he came up from he came up to Trelawney from St. Elizabeth or Westmoreland, somewhere down there. And he came up to Trelawney to work at the sugar plantation down there, work at the sugar factory. And that's where she that's where that's where she met him. I'm sorry there, guys. I'm reading a million things at the same time. Oh my gosh. And reading and talking, reading and talking. Oh my god. All right, seamless. So hold on there. Oh Lord, them not stop. Them not stop call me. Okay, let me get back into the chat and let me see what else is going on in the chat here. So, all right. So, Sister Monica say him too wild. I choose Sister Monica. I said them wild. I said them wild, them wild, them wild. And my father was just as wild as in Poopa. Because in Poopa, all right, Sister Monica say, tell me his full name. Oh, Sister Monica say her husband worked at on barracks. She said her husband worked at Armand Barracks. All right, there you have it there, Sister Monica. Trevor, know Gibraltar. Yes, Gibraltar. Oh my God. Yeah, Gibraltar is up there on the top of Brownstown. Yeah, that's where my grandmother was born. Yes, my grandmother is up from up there, Gibraltar, Madras, up that side, up there. That's where my grandmother's my grandmother's great grandparents handed them down acres and acres and acres of land, acres and acres and acres of land that people just capture and build, and now people just what if I go on land, dirt, and yeah. But that's Sister M&G. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you, Sister M&G. Sister Monica, I answer you right there in the chat, sis. I answer you right there in the chat. Yeah, how you doing, Sister M&G? How you doing? So good to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sister M&G. Yeah, thank you so much. Sister M&G says, okay, happy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, up there in Gibraltar. People in Gibraltar will know him. But is his father. His father is the elusive one. He is the one that nobody can find. Nobody know who he related to. Nobody. He just appeared from nowhere. He just appeared, and they say he came in from St. Elizabeth or Westmoreland. I don't know which of the two to be exact. I don't know. My grandmother said she think one time him did say he was from Grangeville, Westmoreland. He could have been from anywhere. Because I don't know so them man they not all truth. Them like us I get up a pastor. And because she was young, he was a grown man, and she was a teenager. She don't even know her head from her uncle at that point. She just knows so one nice looking man called to her, and she just gone. She not really have the information. Not even grandmother have the information. It did have the information. And when she tell me the story, them always sketchy like. Trev, me don't know, you know. She always say, Trev, me don't know, you know, me don't know. I said, man, come and me. So what my grandma didn't know. So I know my grandma didn't know too much about him. But I know that in her later years, she had told me that he had some siblings by his father's side. I mean, I know from the year, but look at the Grey Pill. Grey Pill, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? The Grey Pill podcast is in the chat. Well, AG, let me see AG in our chat earlier. AG, what's up? Where you been? How you doing? Yeah, me did have live yesterday, right? Did I have live yesterday? I think I did. Yesterday was Thursday. I think I did. I have live yesterday, so I think I saw you yesterday. Today is another day. Today is another day. Well, welcome, Grapio. Welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, Grapio over here telling me trying to find my generation them. Oh my God, my soul. There, walking purpose of my husband don't know it. My husband John the first 1980. You see, there you go, there you go. Yeah, it would have to be people who are in their 70s. Because my dad, if he was alive, um, he would have been like what 77? Because he died 1980 and he was 35. So 35 and 42 makes 77. So it would have been 77. So it would have to be people who are in their, you know, 50s. Yeah, who would probably know him or know his father. Would have to be old people down there. Open. Griffiths, I enjoy your accent. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you are enjoying it, Griffith. I'm glad you are enjoying it, my dear. So good to see you. And before I forget, guys, to all the veterans in the chat, happy Veterans Day to everybody in the chat who is a veteran, who is associated with veterans. I've been calling my two military people, my two military children from morning. I don't hear gunfire at them. Not one of them even answer their phone. I call back them mother and say, Mommy, Missy say that call me. Mr. Papa Jesus. Rambo. Rambo, my father here. Rambo. Rambo, so my father here. Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. But Rambo, this is our father. If say look like me, but think of me look like him. Rambo, nice turnip you are today. Oh, Rambo did I harvest turnip today? Oh, that missed me. You the harvest turnip today, Rambo? That missed me like how teeth miss fall. Jeez and peas. All right, let me see what else. This is like emojis every time. Father, him look like you more than me. That shows it. That shows it. I want the real jacket. Oh my gosh. Una is so bad. Rambo, I don't know what to do with Uno at all. I don't know what to do with Uno at all. I don't know. Only me and my find and somebody alone. Alright? If only me can't find him generation. Look like me a jacket and you a full suit. It's alright. It look like me a full suit. The full suit, maybe. Yes, man. I just need two shoes lace and I'll take my shoes. Two shoes lace. And we could I just get a text or a phone call or something. Somebody to confirm. If the person even just look like him, I'm willing to confirm say maybe the man is my sibling or maybe them know him some way somehow. I don't know. I couldn't tell. Because I don't think he ever got the chance to meet his dad. So I don't think his dad got the chance to like take him to go meet his relatives that were related to him. His father's people down there in St. Elizabeth. I never hear my grandmother say she sent my father with him father figure knowing people them down at St. Bess or down at West. Me no know. Me never know of that. Mind them shoes not trip you up. No. I mean, why they trip me up. I do not want to be tripped up at all. So people in the chat, this is my daddy. All right. This is my dad. I'm not looking for my dad. I know my daddy. I know he is my daddy. That is for sure. There is absolutely no doubt about that. That's a picture of my daddy. My daddy has been dead for 42 years to be exact. However, I would like to find the person who somebody related to the person who fathered my dad. That's my goal, to find the people related to the person who fathered my dad. If you all can help me out, if you are from the Trelawney area, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, somewhere down there. I know that is broad, but that's what I got. I give you what I got. St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, somewhere down there my dad's dad was from. You see my last name you will see my last name right there. Right there in the title, you will see my last name. Yeah, I am a salmon. Right? If you know anybody by with that last name who is from Westmoreland or St. Elizabeth, and you think that they might be related to my daddy's dad, because I'm gonna assume that my daddy looks exactly like his daddy, because he surely don't look like my grandma. He ain't got nothing from my grandma at all, except my grandma's height. That's it. But in the have nothing at all from my grandmother, none of the facial features, none of it. Have for my grandma. So I'm going to assume that the person who fathered him looked like him. He does look like his father to me. And if there's anybody else in the chat, guys, who do not know one side of their family, if you are trying to find one side of your family, you are more than welcome. If you are ready to start the search for one side of your family, yeah, you can always come up on my live. You can always come up on my live on a Friday, and you can always come up on my live and let us because here I am, I need a lot of help. The great piece, do you have any records of your father to trace your grandfather? That is the problem, Grippill. That's the problem. And that's why I am here. I don't have no records of my father's father. My father don't have any, there wasn't any records from my father to connect him to his father. You get what I mean? Oh my God, phone number, address, and them something. We're talking about Jamaica 42 years ago. Grey Pill. That's what we are talking about. Jamaica 42 years ago. At that time, I think my father's father had been dead already. Because I believe he was dead when my father was a young boy. So so I don't have no phone number, no farmer address, it's Jamaica. It's Jamaica, my love. It's not here. So I have nothing. I have only thing I have is the name, the supposed name of my grandfather. And they told me his name was Frank. That's all I know. That's all I know. So I know it is a long shot for me to be able to even come close to finding him. He was either from St. Elizabeth or West. Yeah, and I don't know any life with Mika and family. Guys, if you are in the chat, drop your link so the others can connect with you, because these are multi-purpose lives. We can't just have a live just to say drop your link, drop your link, drop your link. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, Grey Pill says you'll ask around down there. Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, and because my grandmother don't even have a name. I think the last time she told me, she said Grangeville, Westmoreland, but I don't know if that is so. I don't know if that is so at all. And the thing is too, I don't know if my father's father was even born in Jamaica. That's the thing. Because over the years we've been having lots and lots of Oriental people, lots and lots of Chinese people um come to Jamaica, been coming to Jamaica years upon years upon years now. Been settling in Jamaica, lots and lots of Chinese people. So I don't even know if my grandfather was born in Jamaica. And my grandma don't know neither. Nobody don't know. Nobody know anything about it. You see how men just go around and just drop their seed and go on about their business. Exactly. No, Saint Elizabeth, Jamaica. Saint Elizabeth, Jamaica, my love. Either Saint Elizabeth or Westmoreland. I don't know. I don't know if it is Saint Elizabeth or if it is Westmoreland. I just figured that it is one of them because it was somewhere down west there, and she never said down a Mobile. She never said down a Nova. She never said nothing like that. She said him come from Saint Elizabeth or Westmoreland, somewhere down there. So okay. Yes, so that is my quest. That is my quest for today. All right, we talk about him now. Me I go back in the chat and we are gonna talk about what I go on for today. I'm gonna talk about what's going on for today, guys. So, guys, I was watching the news this morning. And y'all remember, I think we had talked about it on one live. We had talked about the little boy who was found hung down there in, I which part again? I did Hanover. I forget which parish it was, but remember the little boy that they called Juju? He was found hung somewhere down there. Y'all remember him? Yeah, so they did an autopsy on him, and they discovered that he was not, he was not abused. He was not an abused child, and that the ligature that was tied around his neck, they believe that he, in fact, did that to himself. So that is sort of the fancy right now, is that the little boy did that to himself after his mom told him, after his mom told him that he needed to go apologize to somebody, to an adult to whom he had been out of line. And the little boy take it to heart and go and did what he did to himself. So I get to understand that the dad of this little boy is trying to get another autopsy, maybe another an independent autopsy of some sort, to determine whether or not the findings of the first pathologist is he can accept it. Because them already carried the mother to the cross and nail her to the cross till all Jesus run her from beside her. The way other people them nail her to the cross. You know, remember? Yes, we said them nail her to the cross and said them think as they think she was the one who did that to the child. You know, remember? I hope you all remember. I hope you all are following that story. Yeah. Everybody come out and then come out strong for the mother and them nail her to the cross. And she had done an interview with one of those TV stations, and everybody was trying to accuse her of possibly being the person responsible for the little boy's demise. Well, now I think she can sleep and breathe easier, knowing that the pathologist's findings have not implicated her in any way, shape, or form. It does conclude that the little boy did what he did to himself to cause his own demise. All right, all right. Next story that I'm following online for this week. Somebody says Spice come out. Yeah, Missy says Spice come out. You know where me say about Spice. Spice all right. Spice bread butter on both sides. I mean, I even know where the wheat grain I come from to make my bread. So me not stress myself over Spice. The next, my glad she come back. I mean, no, I mean, they tell her from before say she not gone away. I don't know do her. She'll come back just like how she did come back with the colorism song. Yeah. Next, the next story that I was following this week is the story on Slickiana. For those of you who are following that story, I, Mister, when rumor start fly, rumor can't fly, no brother, because um the 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 people were starting to say that the police have not at all on the boy named Roshan Patterson. No, the police hold. The police have hold on to him in connection with the murder of Slickiana. So everybody was saying that, oh, the police have hold on him and the police have not have nothing to charge him. So them not charge him, and people are sort of sentencing him already in the court of public opinion, but he's not guilty. Yada yada. See a lot of people come out on online talking a bunch of nonsense, talking about, oh, they don't think he don't do it or something. This boy got the wool over everybody's eyes. Got the wool over everybody's eyes. You know, people talking about don't cause judgment. I remember this morning I was reading a thing where um New Link, I think it was New Link had put up his birthday thing, and somebody was saying, "Oh, how New Link feel now, knowing that the police can charge Rashawn Bailey, and she think that whatever New Link had said on his channel was defamatory to the character of this young man, Andre Patterson." And I'm just like, what's wrong with people? I would not for a minute I wouldn't for a minute believe that that young man is innocent. He's not innocent. And if you all listen to the interview that he did with Popeye, uno we hear. And him still did and tell Papa the big old lie and say him not in the country. And then police them go find him in a guest house. You understand? He might use a Georgia number as though he's in Georgia using a Georgia number. That time him sit down right down yesterday and over. So I get to understand now that pretty soon he's going to be charged. In the next few days, the police are going to charge him because with all their extensive search, there is no other suspect in the murder of Slickiana. There is no other suspect but this man. And so because of that, them are hold on on him and them are gonna charge him with the slaying of this young woman. Yeah. All right. One next story now, another story that came in. Another story that came in this week. A young man down there in Florida. I don't know if you all heard that story. A young man down there in Florida um took the life of his girlfriend. He was at the house arguing with the girlfriend. The mother told him he got to leave. The young fella know nothing more than take a gun, you see, and him just went through the house. When he was done, the grandmother was dead, the girlfriend was dead, the girlfriend's sister was dead, the girlfriend's niece was dead, and one other sister who was wounded was able to run to the neighbors for help. Two other children who were in the house were hiding under blankets. That's what saved them because they were hiding. So you see, guys, the whole time, the whole world is just I don't know, crazy. There are just so many people. Oh, there's so many people who are just crazy. People just doing stuff like people just doing things. Just doing the craziest things I tell you. The craziest things. Instead of just leaving the girl and leaving her mother house and go minding business, the young man took it to heart. He took it to heart and he took that weapon and look what he did. Destroyed an entire family. That's what he did. Okay. All right. And the next piece of news for this week. Oh my God. Hurricane Nicole. So Hurricane Nicole is moving up the east coast. It's dragging behind it some wind and some rain. So so maybe tonight it's going to get here. It's not here yet, but it's a little bit windy outside. It's been raining now for over 24 hours. So we will see. We will see what happens with Nicole. We will see what happens with Nicole. If she stays out on the sea or she's going to come inland and try to do some damage. I am not sure, but we will wait and see. All right, let's see who else is in the chat. The Great Pill Podcast, the Amazing M&G. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Okay, there we go. And also, those of you who live north of me, say up in Boston, Virginia, um, up there, those of you who live north of me, you might end up get some more of Nicole than I can. Queen Whitney is in the place. Queen Whitney, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, my love. If you're just coming into the live with me, remember to drop your link. Remember to drop your link. Yeah, me signal like each of me. I wonder say what is going on. Hold on there. Hold on. Let me try something. Let me try something here. So yeah, I see it acting up, and I think it's because of the wind. So I'm not gonna run the live too long. I think it's because of the wind and the rain. It's not raining outside right now, but it is windy. It is very windy. Yeah, so we're just gonna stay here another 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes. We are going to stay here. I know the connection is very poor, but we're gonna stay here another 5 minutes and chat about what's going on around the world. Yeah, we already talked about my father. We're not talking about him no more. We already talked about him. Now we're going to talk about some other things that happened in the news. What else? What else did I see happen this week? So many things. Hmm. Whitney, how you doing? How you doing? It's Veterans Day, guys. If you have a veteran next to you, if you know of a veteran, yeah, give them some blessings. Give them some blessings today. You understand? Say, be kind, be nice every day, but today is a special day for the veterans. Okay? All right. Let us continue. Let us continue. Guys, let me tell you again that if you are in the chat, drop your link so that the others can come find you. Yes, drop your link in the chat so the others can come find you. Um, the Queen Whitney. Okay, that's all I see. Okay, okay then that is okay. Okay, guys. So for those of you who are just coming into the live, you are not late. Yeah, the signal keep chipping out. When you see I'm trying to comb my daughter's ear. You know, so me have one 12-year-old and she don't want for her ear for comb. So she cut off her dreads. And now she wear right here like boy with me. And she don't want nothing done to it. Just leave it alone and honor her wishes. And honor her wishes. Wow. Yep, anytime you comb her ear, she ball bloody murder. And never them nothing say something wrong with her. What if I crying and snotting? Yes. The mother seriously with dog bite her or something. Yeah. She don't want her ear comb at all. She cut off the locks and even it's low down, so she don't want nobody comb it. She don't want no comb going at the hair at all. Okay, guys. So we're gonna be here for another 3 minutes. 3 more minutes, guys. 3 more minutes. If you have not yet drop your link in the chat, drop your link in the chat. Let me see if anybody else sent it. Okay. Drop your links in the chat, my friends, because that is how we are all going to grow. One planting full basket. Okay? That's all we're gonna be walking around. Oh my gosh, guys, you need some more bananas. You get them one by one. One, two. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh my god. Don't let me laugh, people. Don't make me laugh. Okay? That's gonna be it, guys. This thing keep on shutting off. So well, usually end when there is just two. Sometimes it's just me alone sitting here talking to myself. But the signal is very bad. I think it's because of what's going on outside, but the signal is very bad. So that's the only reason why I'm going to step down. Blessed one is in the house. Welcome, blessed one. How you doing, my love? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, my signal is going in and out anyway. So I'm gonna hop off the live and maybe in the morning when Nicole passed by. Yeah, because the signal is acting foul. Right, blessed one, the signal is not acting right at all, guys. So me I gonna drop it off and then come back maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna see if when the hurricane pass, if it shows up a little bit better than this. All right, guys, that's going to be it from me right now. So don't forget that if in your walking you see anybody that look like this man, that man here on the screen, if you don't see anybody that look like him, you not tell them say me I look for the person will look like him, but not him. Him me know where him there. Me know me can't find him any day. But I need to find the man the people related to the man who made this man. All right, that is the deal. That's what we are about right now. All right, blessed one. So that's going to be it from me tonight, guys. Until next time, my friends. This is Trev from Trevessence, where your journey matters. If you are just coming into the live, guys, when we are going out and you have not yet hit the like button, the subscribe button, now is a good time to do so. All right, we are going to be upping off now. We will see you all again whenever I come back. Okay, we will see you all. So have yourselves a fantastic evening, guys, and let me try to do the same.